Um, so I guess that's the way I've looked at things. That if it's kind of not worth, like, it's not that bad. Like, who cares if you really eat dinner or go out? But if I did what I really wanted to do, we'd end up fighting because everything is just so different. So it's just easier to just kind of like leave things alone, and my kids are happy, and it's like everyone else is happy. So even my daughter said everyone else is happy, so why can't you just get on board?
Well, at the end of the day, you have to have your needs met too, right? Like, you're in a relationship, and it's about both parties, not just one party. So if his needs are being met and your needs aren't being met, then you now have discord in the relationship because one party is completely satisfied while the other one is not. So I think it's very important for you to consider that, yes, your needs definitely need to be met. So to answer your daughter's question, like, no, you shouldn't really have to get on board. There should be some compromise somewhere.
There isn't when it comes. That's what I'm saying. So the compromise is just it's just easier to just let it go. So that's the difficulty. Like, after 20 years, I know that. Like, it's just not. And we, like I said, we don't fight. He's a good provider. He's good with the kids. It's just we have like zero in common. Like, if every year it's the same thing. Like, I'll end up going on a cruise, and then he'll be upset that I went with a friend if I do that, but if he goes, he just doesn't have a good time. So it's like, can't you just do it because it's something I enjoy? And then even when he goes, we do nothing together.
And you've said that talking to him is the same as trying to get through to Donald Trump.
Right. That, so, he gets, I mean, like I said, it's not like, I guess Donald Trump might not be a good, depending on, like, he doesn't do anything. He just really doesn't get it. I'm not a counselor, but he definitely has narcissistic, tendencies. Like, he just doesn't, it definitely, the world kind of revolves around him, and like, and not in a super selfish way. It's just he's very, he's got his own routine and how he wants to do things, and it just, for example, I said, oh, let's sit and watch a movie. So he picks out, like, kind of a real sophomore. It's like, oh, there's this great movie on Netflix, and it's like, couldn't have been the more, like, stupid, like one of those stupid, jokey, like, Adam Sandler, like, dumb, like, physical comedy, just, and he's laughing, and I'm just going, like, this isn't my idea of, like, sitting together and watching a movie. So then I end up just reading a book and going to bed. So I'm like, okay, like, so much. And it's not like there aren't 5 million movies on Netflix, but he wouldn't go to that extra effort. So in his mind, he'll say, I said I'd watch a movie with you, I picked a movie, and then you just ended up reading a book. And I think to myself, gee, after all this time, I'm trying to make an effort. There's 5 million movies. Like, I would have picked, I would have picked one that I would have gone to the trouble to spend 5 minutes to find the one that we both would have liked. That it wasn't the tops on my list, but I would have found one that, would have been something we both liked. Does that make sense?
Yeah. It sounds like you would have gone a little bit further to see if it was something that the two of you could enjoy together rather than one person being more interested in it than the other. So it sounds to me like there's a bit of a communication issue between you and your husband, and that you guys seem to have difficulty communicating in terms of things for you guys to do together, or how you guys, just in general, really, like, about various aspects of your relationship. And you've stated that you've tried to talk with him about things and that he doesn't seem to grasp fully what you're saying. Am I correct there?
Yeah. Yes.
So have you guys ever sought, like, a third party to kind of facilitate these conversations? Like, would you guys ever consider couples counseling or anything along those lines?
We did once, like, years ago, and again, his version, he really looks at it as a, like, who's right. So, and I ended up getting disappointed with the counselor because um, he seemed to kind of feed that ego. And again, I'm sure the counselor's version of it was I wasn't taking feedback, but he seemed to very much, like, to me, what was just some real basic things. He just seemed to always kind of side, you know, with Scott. So I ended it rather quickly.
Okay. And did you guys see him together all the time? Did you guys meet with him individually?
Alexa, shut off the timer.